Ferdinand Emmanuel E. Marcos, a pride of the city of Batac. Youth and family. The pride of the city of Batac was born on September 11, 1917 in the town of Sarat, Ilocos Norte. His parents are Don Mariano and Doña Josefa. Both teachers came from prominent families. He grew up in the town of Batac where he finished elementary and secondary level. In 1952, his father became a congressman, surrounding him in a political atmosphere at an early age. His father had a strong influence on political life. He was pushed by his parents to excel at everything, not only his studies but also in different skills such as wrestling, boxing, hunting, survival skills, and skill with a gun or rifle. In college, his main interest was the .22 caliber college pistol team. Education. His godfather, Fernando Chua, may have helped to pay for his educational expenses. During 1930s, the young man studied law at the University of the Philippines outside Manila. This legal training would come in handy when Marcos was arrested and tried for a 1935 political murder. In fact, he continued his study while in prison and even passed the bar exam with flying colors from his cell. Political career. In 1954, he formally met Imelda Romualdez and got married, and they were blessed with 3 children, namely Aimee, Ferdinand Jr., and Irene. Marcos was re-elected twice, and in 1959, he was elected to the Philippine Senate. He was also the Liberal Party's vice president from 1954 to 1961 when he successfully managed Diosdado Macapagal's run for the Philippine presidency. As a part of his arrangement with Marcos, Macapagal was supposed to step aside after one term to allow Marcos to join the opposition Nacionalista Party and became their candidate in the 1965 election against Macapagal and easily won. Marcos became the President of the Philippines. In 1969, Marcos became the first President of the Philippines to win a second term. However, not all Filipinos were happy with his presidency, and the month following his re-election included the most violent public demonstrations in the history of the country. 3 years later, facing growing student protests and a crumbling economy, Marcos declared martial law, a state of emergency in which military authorities are given extraordinary powers to maintain order. Marcos's excuse for declaring martial law is the growing revolutionary movement of the Communist New People's Army, which opposed his government. During the next 9 years of martial law, Marcos tripled the armed forces to some 200,000 troops, guaranteeing his grip on government. As Marcos's health began to fail and U.S. support for him lessened, opposition to Marcos grew in the Philippine middle class. Downfall of Marcos. Marcos died on September 28, 1989 in Honolulu after suffering from heart and kidney problems, and his remains lie at a mausoleum which is now considered as one of the tourist destinations in Batac. Legacy of Marcos. During his term, he was the author of different projects not only all over the country but most especially in his hometown Batac. Some of his projects were the Mariano Marcos Memorial Hospital and Medical Center, Mariano Marcos State University, Imelda Cultural Center, Mariano Marcos Memorial Elementary School, Kamandingan Bliss, National and Barangay Roads. Leadership and commitment to serve the people runs in the family. Ferdinand Edralin Marcos, a lawyer and a politician, a pride of the city of Batac.